Hello everyone, welcome back to another tutorial video. Dusty here from thinktutorial.com. Today we're going to be talking about how to insert and format tables within Microsoft Word. So it doesn't matter what version of Word that you're using, all the way back to some very old versions. It may look a little different, but inserting tables will work the same. So what you need to do is go ahead and open up a new document where you want to insert the table, or where you're working on a current document. Make sure you put your cursor where you want the table to be inserted at. And then once you've done that, we want to go up to the Insert tab. So you see File, Home, Insert, go to Insert, and then you're going to see something here that says Table. Go ahead and click the drop-down menu there that says Table, and then it's going to have a really neat dialog box here that allows you to hover your mouse over columns and rows. So as you can see here, we had the rows going across and then the columns going down. So once you've selected the amount of rows and columns that you want, so right here it would have 5 columns and 6 rows, so we'll go ahead and click that there. As you can see, the table has now been inserted into our document. Now, does this mean that you can't really work with the table any longer? That's not the case. So once you've inserted a table, a couple of things will become available to you. Up here in the table design, when you're in the table, so if we click out of the table, it's going to go back to our normal formatting up here in Word. But if we click anywhere within the table, we will see the table design options here. And we can go and we can actually change the layout or look of our table. So if we want it to be different colors, or if we want it to have one of these pre-made kind of pre-built table stylings here, we can do that from the table design right up here. We can also go to shading here, and we can add different shading for individual, what they call cells. These are individual cells here from within the table. So if we want to change the styling of the border of the table itself, we can go up here to Border Styles, and we can go ahead and select a different style. So let's go ahead and choose a different color. Let's choose green, and then we're going to choose a different size or thickness of the line that you see here. All these lines here that are bordering these different cells, we can go up here and we can even change the size of those, and then we just click on the individual border here that we want to change, whether it's on the left, right, up, or bottom, it doesn't matter. And then if you want to do all of it at once, you would go to Border right here. You'd go to Borders, and then you could actually see here that we have bottom border, top border, all borders. Again, if you select different cells from within the table, so right here you go to Border Painter, and then go to the borders here, and then go to all borders, and that will apply every styling that you have changed up here to everything. Just make sure you've selected all the cells from within the table that you're trying to edit or work with. So that's how you insert a table, and you can work with that table. Now, moving the table around, you can hit Enter, kind of spacing down to kind of move the table up and down. So you hit Enter or backspace to move it up. Or what you see here is you have this drag option here where you click and hold the left-hand corner, and you can kind of drag it to different areas of the document. This normally works if you have a bunch of text and you're trying to drag it around that text, but it does work naturally just dragging the box around, but it will apply the margins that you have set, so make sure you understand that as well. The next way that I'm going to show you is we go back to the Insert tab, and then we go to the Table drop-down, and then we see something here that says Draw Table. Now, this one here allows you to design your own table by drawing the cells, rows, columns, and borders. Unless you just want to do this, I'm not going to show you how to do this today, but you can draw your own table if that's what you want to do. You can also import from an Excel spreadsheet. So if we click on Excel spreadsheet here, it will actually bring in an Excel spreadsheet kind of overlay on top of this Word document. Again, there are special use cases for this, but if that's something you want to do, again, you can import from Excel. But we're going to go to the Table drop-down and go to Quick Tables. And then under Quick Tables here, we will see the different default kind of templates that Microsoft Word has for us here. And we can go to one that they have already pre-built. And as you can see here, this table is already formatted, and it already has the different rows and columns kind of formatted the way that you may want it to. And then we can just go into the individual cells here, and we can just change this to be whatever text we want it to be to go ahead and relate to our document or our specific project. So that's how you do a table from Quick Tables. But lastly, I'm going to show you how to just insert a table directly. So if we go to Insert and then go to Table and then go to Insert Table here, we will see our Insert Table dialog box come available to us. And instead of going and hovering over the different rows and columns, if that visual style just doesn't work for you and you want to, you know how many columns and rows that you want, go ahead and go to Insert Table and then go ahead and say, I want 5 columns and I want 3 rows. You can put your columns and rows here. You want your column width to be auto. I would leave this here. Or if you already have information or data in the document and you want to auto-fit to the content, you can do that as well. But we're going to leave ours to auto. And then if you want to remember dimensions to insert new tables that are just like this in the future, you select this dialog box and it will allow you to quickly create tables over and over again that have these same settings, so you don't have to go through and do this again. And then click OK, and that's going to insert our table. And again, everything as far as formatting becomes available to us as well, to where we have our table design up here where we can change our border styling, we can change the different pre-made templates up here, and then it also gives us a couple of other options up here that are more kind of advanced techniques that you may want to get into eventually. So that's how you insert tables and work with them within Microsoft Word. Hopefully this was helpful. If it was, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more great technology tutorials just like this, and I will see you guys in the next video.